There's another local implication from those looming U.S. levies. A new report from the Canadian Chamber of Commerce warns Waterloo region would be among the hardest hit by Trump's tariffs. Nearby Brantford and Guelph also quite vulnerable. CTV's Spencer Turcotte has been digging into this report for us. So Spencer, this ranks 41 Canadian cities and their vulnerability to those U.S. tariffs.
And between the region and those cities you mentioned off the top, they all land within the top 6. So it really highlights that the sectors which propel us forward are also the ones leaving us vulnerable.
High above Waterloo region and its surrounding cities, it may be hard to tell what it does best. But when you zoom in, you begin to understand southwestern Ontario's identity.
And we have a fairly diverse economy. We punch way above our weight in the region, and that is high tech, but it's also advanced manufacturing.
You can't forget the agriculture sector either, with worldwide exports. So when Regional Chair Karen Redmond saw Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge ranked 4th among Canadian cities most vulnerable to U.S. tariffs, she said,
"Well, I would have to say it's no surprise.
It's largely why a motion she tabled received unanimous support by Council this week to explore ways to mitigate risks the region faces.
I think anytime you're innovative, there is a risk, and I think that we have shock absorbers to help deal with that risk. But as we go forward, we have to look for opportunities.
And they'll have to think fast, knowing there is a lot at stake. Waterloo region exported nearly $18 million in goods to the U.S. in 2023, accounting for 92% of local exports. And exports to the U.S. make up almost half of the region's economy measured by its gross domestic product. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce report ranks Brantford and Guelph right behind at 5th and 6th, respectively.
So obviously, southwestern Ontario is very much at the center of that.
It's not outlined how many jobs may be lost, but the Chamber says having this information could help companies navigate what may be ahead.
It also provides the data and the evidence that you need to make the arguments for continued trade between Canada and the U.S. and to grow that relationship rather than tear everything apart and just do damage to families on both sides of the border.
Again, the region is looking for ways to soften the blow of these tariffs, but Redmond is urging the provincial and federal governments to help protect these sectors too. Tony.
Okay, Spencer Turcotte with new reporting on the local implications. Thank you for that.